If you got your mail, would you say I'm done after that?
Of course. 100%.
How sometimes fights get announced and we be like, damn, this the fight I ain't know we wanted.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those fights.
A lot of bad blood.
Yeah, but not just that. It's just a hell of a matchup because you didn't think you would get it.
Why is a fighter once criticized for being dull in his last appearance and absent from the ring for over 2 years, suddenly calling out boxing's new undisputed king, Terence Crawford? The truth isn't what most think, and it exposes a deeper, more desperate motive. Jermell Charlo has stepped back into the spotlight, and he's making plenty of noise. He's now declaring, "I want smoke with Crawford," calling it an honor to share the ring with him.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. I want all the smoke. Give me the best. I'm in shape. I train. My lifestyle is on the move. Everything is great. So why the f would I want the best, man? What y'all talking about, dog? I don't got time to be playing with none of these people with these promotionals and all of these. I'm with the old school boxing. If they gave me a offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me. The best fight with Boots is me. The best fight with Crawford is me.
Charlo is trying to frame the fight as a legacy-defining clash, claiming he'd give Crawford his toughest test of this generation while insisting Crawford has no bigger options left. He even tried to sound humble, admitting, "Crawford achieved something I couldn't."
If they gave me a offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me. The best fight with Boots is me. The best fight with Crawford is me. Obviously, nothing else that anybody else could. Errol and Virgil and the winner of them. But I really don't see nobody else. What y'all want me to do in the game?
But all this talk about respect and legacy rings hollow when you remember how Charlo's last fight unfolded. And surprisingly, this isn't even the first time he's gone after Crawford. Crawford's original reaction? Absolutely savage. Right after his 2023 loss to Canelo Alvarez, Charlo made the same call-out, likely hoping to shift attention away from his poor showing. Let's rewind to September 2023.
Terence Crawford could be on a radar. I think he already probably been on Twitter, like lip wrestling with the internet, just to get some clout, some fans, and it's fine, but he's a champion, and maybe I'll talk a little bit more because that's what y'all want from me, because Terence Crawford been talking shit, so they're gonna bring out a different animal in me, but I don't know which animal. But yeah, man, I can fight Terence Crawford next.
Charlo jumped up to weight divisions for a massive payday against Canelo and produced one of the most lifeless performances of the year. It wasn't just a defeat, it was a surrender. Charlo landed only 71 punches the entire fight, completely dominated from the start. In the 7th round, Canelo dropped him with a sharp overhand right, forcing Charlo to take a knee. From that point forward, he thought only to survive. Analysts didn't hold back. Hall of Famer Paulie Malignaggi said Charlo looked like a man collecting a paycheck, more concerned with avoiding pain than earning victory. The Sporting News called the effort listless and said he appeared unwilling to engage, simply fighting not to get stopped. Since that night...
How do you respond to him intentionally saying your name wrong? Because he said Zoo and then he changed
you know what?
to
I
Zoo.
think he's that illiterate that he can't speak properly. Like I don't think he can. Yeah, he just. I don't know. Like you can make him try say that word and Zoo, but he can't say it. Poor bloke.
Charlo has remained inactive, disappearing entirely from the sport. The boxing community's verdict was clear. Charlo never really had a chance, not because of a lack of skill, but because of pure physics. As Sugar Ray Leonard bluntly said,
weight classes for a reason, Ray. It looked like Charlo really couldn't get off tonight against Canelo. What did you think about it?
You know what? Styles make fights. That was hey, I appreciate the fight. I appreciate it.
there are weight classes for a reason.
The power he showed. You know, he fought the proper fight for the proper opponent. When you fight a guy coming up 2 weight classes, you're supposed to bully him. If he'd fought Floyd Mayweather that way back in the day, we saw a much better fight. But he didn't. But he's learned now, and that shows you that he's improved, and he understands boxing more now. Because he's bullied the smaller guy, which is what you're supposed to do.
Commentator Al Bernstein agreed, noting that while Charlo landed some clean shots, none carried enough force to make Canelo respect him.
You can't box perfectly every second, and it's hard to hurt him. You know, Canelo, Jermell Charlo landed some really good punches, but they just weren't enough to hurt him. So
I expected them to battle for undisputed. I expected, a little small wage war, but it didn't happen. You feel me? Anticlimactic is what I would call it, because I just think Charlo realized early on that this wasn't where I was supposed to be, with this type of power, with this type of strength. So he kind of survived and made it to the end of the fight.
Simply put, Charlo, elite at 154, was physically overmatched against a legend at 168, but beyond the physical gap, most critics focused on Charlo's mindset.
I thought it was about as good as it gets. I thought that was a tremendous all-around demonstration of what makes Canelo Alvarez the greatest fighter of the generation. From the fabulous chin, to the very effective defense, to mixing power punches together in the middle rounds, to landing one of the best right hands he's ever thrown to knock Charlo down, and using a series of left hooks to widen the margin down the stretch of the fight. It was vintage Canelo. It's about as good as it gets. I think it was a one-sided fight because Canelo Alvarez is a historically great fighter. I think Jermell Charlo is a talented fighter. He's proven that in the ring. But once in every generation, maybe twice in every generation, you get somebody who is up here, better than all the rest. That's who Canelo Alvarez.
Many believed he was mentally beaten before the fight even began. Watching from ringside, Terence Crawford summed it up perfectly. Charlo gave him too much respect, man, too much. It wasn't just a loss in the ring, it was a psychological collapse. Charlo seemed content just to survive, satisfied to say he'd shared the ring with greatness rather than truly competing with it. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss new uploads. And be sure to drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Charlo really wants Crawford? Or is this just noise to stay relevant? Stay tuned, we'll see you in the next one.